Alright, guys. Okay, here we go. So, today's the debate. Sorry we had to push this out because, you know, of what happened yesterday. We were too busy. So now, we finally get some time to do this.
Yeah, we were really busy.
Okay, so here are the rules for this debate. 1, there will be a time limit for like 3 minutes. 3 minutes for each argument, okay? And rule number 2. You know, well, you already know what rule number 1 was. Basically gets 3 minutes. And rule number 2, well, if we're basically struggling on a statement or something around that, and we can't decide a winner, so we'll have to go overtime. So we'll go overtime of over 5 minutes. That's basically going to be like for 5 minutes, we're going to go overtime. And last but not least, rule number 3. Rule number 3, we're basically now going to start this right now. So let's get on to this. So let's start the timer. Alright, got the timer ready? Okay, Cakes, you go. We're going to start off by strength.
Okay, one time Deku actually punched through one robot. It was the biggest robot and everyone ran away. That was in the beginning of the show, before he even learned to control his power. And those only 100%. As you can see there was a big crater, which most likely broke the circuitry on the inside. But it did come with a cost, breaking one of Deku's arms and both of his legs. Oh. And one time he also used 1,000,000% of his power. So there's no telling how high his power can go. Maybe it could go to the billions, trillions, hundreds, millions, thousands. For all we know, we're not sure. So we don't know that much about him. Or how strong he is in the game. In this anime. And that's all we basically have on him. Although he did one time, you punched through 10 layers of concrete with one arm. And that was before he damaged both of his arms so bad that even if he breaks both of them, like let's say he breaks right arm again, that means he can never use it again. That also means that he'll have to. Yeah. So that means they'll have to amputate his arm if it breaks off. And so basically he also punched. Who's it called again? Oh yeah, I remember. I think he also punched straight through. He punched straight through. He uses one finger just to break thick layers of ice. Just with a flick of his finger, he could break 3 layers of thick ice. Have you ever seen giants? Yeah, they were probably 2 times thicker. And they were in the size of crystals. Giant diamond crystal-like. And diamond is probably one of the strongest materials known to mankind. He also survived one giant.
Oh, time's up.
You've got to be kidding with me.
Time's up. Sorry about it, but it's now overtime. We already did strength. But now it's my turn. Alright, now it's my turn to prove why I think Miles would win. So let's do this, okay? So the reason why I think Miles would win is in his strength. Okay, in strength.
Wait, what's
he can.
What are those?
Okay, in strength, Miles was actually able to punch the Green Goblin in his universe, which was the Ultimate Goblin. He made him bleed so hard. And heck, not to mention, with that, his force of his punch, he actually was able to punch Blackheart And heck, he was able to even throw a fist on his
mentor?
No, not his mentor. Yeah, he beat Peter in combat. In which Peter, literally, in combat, can keep up with Captain America, Wolverine, and Daredevil. Or heck, the reason why I was thinking Miles would win, also not to mention, his strength's actually far greater. Even though his strength is hard to measure, but however, we could probably scale him to Peter, in terms of strength. We'll scale him to Peter's greatest strength. And however, Peter will...
There you go.
Okay, so basically, the reason why I will... Now back to my arguments of strength. Now for strength, he can literally scale to Peter in terms of lifting strength. While his strength, his web can basically catch up a car, and even catch up a building. And heck, he catched a police car. He catched a police car that was so strong that heck, not even the police even saw him. Well, wait, the police actually saw him. And apparently, and he also beat the new Venom in combat. Basically, while beating him in combat, may sound impressive. It is actually impressive that he's been able to do that. And also, yes, that is more of my statements to why I think Miles would take this victory. And that's almost about it. For, like, striking strength and lifting strength, he can literally scale to Peter in lifting strength, which Peter was able to one time lift up that 132-ton weight, where she one time lifted up that thing that was crushing him in that Spider-Verse story. And
what about the Daily Bugle?
Bugle? Well, yes, Peter was able... Oh, time's up! In my opinion, I'd say in striking strength, I'm gonna go with you. On striking strength.
What, Deku?
Yes. Deku takes striking strength. Miles takes lifting strength. So, apparently, I'll have to agree with you. So let's get on to the next category. Alright, the next category is gonna be speed. Now, let's talk about speed.
I'm speed.
Okay, now you talk about Deku's speed.
Deku once actually jumped 10 stories, which is equal to 100 feet. But he only did it in 1 second. But that's not... To me, that's pretty impressive for 1 second. But he also did this once. He ran... I don't know why, but he was at his room and he ran all the way through. Straight through the cafeteria. No breaks. So, yeah, it probably took him 1 minute just to run from the 3rd floor all the way through the cafeteria until one of his friends said, like, "Hey, where's Deku?" And then he was like, "Ah!" like right past them. And there was so much dust when he ran that it probably was the size of the whole room, like one wall of the entire room. So that's actually pretty fast. Although one time he did run so fast, faster than 9,000 miles per hour, which is faster than the human eye could catch up to. And that was before one of the pro heroes shot one of the villains in the hand. That also shot him in the hand, which was most likely a combination from the Desert Eagle and a revolver. So that was actually pretty impressive. And Deku punched that same guy. And everyone whoever watched My Hero Academia knows that person has the exact same powers to disintegrate anything he touches with one whole hand. Although Deku could have easily avoided it, but he was too close, like 2 centimeters away from getting touched in the face. And without that hero shooting him in the hand, Deku would have died. But just in case, one of his teammates was also frozen through ice. And that also reminds me of one of his feats. When he used 100% just to run faster. Although it did break his legs, he didn't mind it at all. He just thought of it as one step being closer to the strongest hero of time. So yeah. That's what I think. That's why I think Deku should win.
For his speed?
Yeah, for his speed.
Okay. So you're oh, time's up.
I know.
Alright, now it's time for me. Sorry, okay. Okay, now let's talk about why I think Miles will win. Okay, in reaction speed, he shot a web that he even dodged Peter Parker's web. And heck, not to mention, he can keep up with Peter Parker. And not only that he can keep up with Peter Parker, he also can literally beat him without even him touching him. And also, here's one thing I want to add. Now, his speed when he dodged that missile, laser, you know how fast he was? He had to move to, like, a microsecond.
And apparently that's faster than a millisecond?
That's not, or faster, faster than, is either fast or faster than a millisecond. But even though if we had to say that he's actually, his reaction speed's way slower than Miguel O'Hara's in the Spider-Verse. And however, yes, Deku's speed may be impressive, but Miles' speed would just blow him out of the water. Not only to mention that, plus Miles literally can just, you know, beat him without even having Deku's not gonna lay a finger on him. Not even a single finger is going to lay it on him. And then, that is my reason why I think Miles would win. Since, even though his friend Kamala, who is the new Miss Marvel, even though his...
Objection! Objection, Joel!
What are you objecting for?
Deku has
Hold up.
multiple long-range
Objection!
attacks.
Objection! Wait until it's my turn.
He can even use leap into
Hold
the
up.
air.
I'm not done yet. Okay, so basically, that's how fast, because even though Kamala calculated it, and he was in a microsecond. And so that is what his reaction speed's way faster than Deku's travel speed. And, all the way, that's all I have to say about it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
What are those?
Oh gosh. You are alright.
Oh, I just noticed those are Deku's shoes, and he's wearing Miles' shoes.
Wow, that's so
That's
weird.
strange.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else, Joe?
Nope, that's it. That's all I have to say. But before we get on to the 3-minute, we'll go overtime for this section. Okay?
Alright.
You want to go overtime because you really want to do it. Okay, then. Let's go overtime. Alright, geeks, let's go overtime. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. 5 minutes overtime. Here we go. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go because I know you've been holding back. Okay. Deku is literally not going to lay a single finger on Miles.
Okay, I object, first of all, because Deku can use a ranged attack, where he could just use that one finger just to flick so much air that he could toss him out of an entire baseball arena. Just like that one time, Deku threw one of the balls, a ball, to see how far each UA class 1A student could throw a ball. And Deku clocked it at 2,000 miles.
That is okay, that is faster than the highest recorded pitch in the world.
Actually, I think it was how fast he threw it. which was probably at 100 miles.
Now 100. Now you know how fast 100. Okay, now I can just go back to my argument.
Or he actually tossed it at 2,000 miles and it went 3,000 feet. I'm not sure, actually.
So yes, it would make sense. But guess what? Speed, if you're going to scale him that, then I'll scale. We can also use power scaling. We can scale him to different characters. Because even though you can scale from Miles to Peter...
And you can see, oh my, one of the user before, Deku, who passed on his quirk through a single hair.
Yes.
That is disgusting.
Okay.
Although, he has also...
Speed feats.
Has speed feats. One time, All Might just literally yeeted himself straight through a skyscraper. And he did it, and there's only very little dirt on him.
Okay, that was travel speed. But reaction speed, I'm scaling Miles. Yeah, Miles too,
By the way, for some reason, Deku wanted to see if he could master his power only by using 5% of it. And that actually gave him so much power. Where he trained all night, just only 8 hours, just so he could master the 5% of his power.
Okay, now I can finally...
He also mastered 8% of power, using 8% of his power.
So, Nico, you...
And Deku didn't even notice.
Okay, now I can...
How fast he was going.
So what?
Even Bakugo noticed, because he was like, what? How? He's getting faster. And he didn't even think, Bakugo didn't think that Deku had that much hidden power.
Okay, and now I can explain. Okay, scaling Miles to Peter. Okay, this is crazy. He dodged Cyclops faster than light attack, that's Optic Blast, which literally can go faster than light. And not to mention, you can also scale him to Peter, in which Peter can dodge. You know how many lasers he dodged in 1 second? He dodged like 9 lasers, all shooting at him, and he dodged them all at once. He could dodge 9 lasers in one that didn't even touch him. So Miles can literally dodge lasers. And it doesn't matter if he dodges bullets. That's it. And
so can Deku if he's moving fast enough.
So what? He's got a mic. You can react to a microsecond.
If Deku pulls out that faster than eyesight, Miles won't be able to see him, although he will have the spider sense to guide him away from danger. And like you said, Miles is basically untouchable when it comes to fighting. But although Deku does take notes of multiple people, and Miles does use his right arm, so the moment he sees him yeet that right arm, he would do the exact same thing that he did with Bakugo, which was throwing him across his shoulder without any hesitation. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, yes,
he also punched through a skyscraper once.
So what? If we're talking about speed...
I was talking about All Might.
Fine, and sure, All Might did that, but Miles beat Blackheart, who literally took a hit from Iron Man, She-Hulk, and Thor, and he walked through out with that like a boss. For real. Alright then, I stand by my side. Miles is way faster than not even Deku can tag. Oh, that's done. It's done. I still go by my statement that Miles will still win because he's way faster than Deku. He's way faster than Deku. Deku's not even going to lay a single finger on him. I'm not even joking. He'll not.
He's only using 20% of his mastered power. You're making me use 20% of my power, Goku. That is funny. Why? It is cringy though.
Okay, now let's get on to... Alright, I still stand by my side that Miles would basically still take the speed advantage. Next category, durability.
Oh.
Durability.
Okay.
Alright, you go first.
One time took ice and fire at the exact same time. And that was from Todoroki, who could literally burn metal if he wanted to. He could use his fire that he has both powers, fire and ice. One half of him could shoot ice, the other half could shoot fire. So it only matters if he wants to use both of his hands, like Goku when he does the Kamehameha. But basically with boiling water, I'm guessing? I have no idea, honestly. And even if he could do that, Deku would still take durability. He's taken multiple hits. He even got paralyzed once. For 8 minutes. It wasn't... And Deku was thinking of a strategy while Miles, was he'll think of a strategy while they're fighting. So Deku will take that durability.
So that's it. Oh, you got a minute and 40 seconds left.
Okay. So that's why I think Deku will take the cake. Although he does have side effects from when he fights. He can break bones. He breaks his own bones when he fights. Only if he's using 10% of his, or 20% of his power.
Don't repeat that.
I can't keep a straight face for that.
Oh God, don't use that, please.
And even if he will do that, nothing is gonna stop him from doing this. Right? And nothing will stop him from doing this to Miles' abdomen. Basically where his stomach is. Although he might throw up. Huh.
I don't
Never
know.
thought of it. Or he just might break one of his bones. Most likely a rib. So yeah, that's how strong Deku I think is. And in this clip you could see, and in this part you could see him using 5% of a Deroyat smash straight into one of the villains. And he was paralyzed for 5 minutes, so you've got to be kidding me.
Alright, Keith, you already have your how do I say it? I got your argument.
Well, yeah.
Now it's time for my argument for my Miles should win. Okay, now the reason why I think Miles should take the victory will be because, again, he took a hit from basically took a hit. He basically took a hit from an explosion so powerful. Well, he took...
What do you mean? Why is that even there?
Well, because I wanted to show him.
Why? I really just noticed that. They make plushies of this stuff.
Okay,
Why?
now let's just go back to what I was saying. Okay, Miles can literally take an explosion from a building. He literally took an explosion from the building all the way up to his face that was exploding in front of him. Also, not to mention, he can survive getting hit by Barba. What was his name again?
Barbwire?
Barba. I don't know his name again. I can't remember his name. But again, that guy literally can destroy the road with a single hop.
I remember him. The guy that in the
Ultimate Spider-Man, the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon.
who kept touching him oh, you can't touch me, and just keeps kicking him.
Yeah.
That guy?
Yes, that guy.
Oh yeah, I remember him. It was funny. I liked him. He was a funny guy. Although
Okay, anyways, even though this isn't going to work right there, even though Miles could basically still take durability because he is way more durable than,
Deku with Uraka on Christmas
Okay, just kidding, okay, anyway, back on time, what I was going to say, okay, so basically Miles is way more durable. He took a hit from an explosion, he also got hit into a skyscraper, And not to mention, he's way tougher than what people think. Oh, okay, basically because Miles, in fact, is way more durable, and yes, he can take many explosions to the face and get hit through a skyscraper, and that is my only reason why Miles would win. He's way more durable because he can take on tougher opponents than anything Deku has ever faced. Anything. I'm not even lying. Anything he has faced. So that's all I have to say.
So that means fire and ice, explosions to the face.
Yes, he's choking that.
Punched through concrete.
No, he got punched through glass.
What? What do you mean?
He got punched through glass.
No, wait, no. Aren't skyscrapers made of concrete once in a while?
Yes, but he got punched through the glass.
Oh, okay.
Across?
Just say that. So through the windows, basically.
Yes. Oh, time's up.
Okay.
Alright, so...
And Deku also, for some reason, had a girlfriend.
Okay, fine.
With the Raka.
Well, guess what? Miles doesn't have one.
Ha!
Okay, fine then.
He's poor.
Okay.
Well, wait, no, not poor. I mean, he can't get a girlfriend.
Okay.
He can't
that's...
get a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's it. And now let's move on to the next section of this. Okay, next is our next category. Powers and equipment. So, here's how I think. So, who's going first?
Deku, I guess?
Okay, you're going first. You are going first. Ready?
All
Go.
right. One time, I think Deku could use one of these. What was that?
I don't know.
Deku could use this on him, on his body. He could use this and attach it to an oxygen tank, if he had the proper equipment, of course. Although that would slow him down, and he'd have to take them off after that fight, after they're empty. Until they'll be empty and useless. Although he could just swing it around like a wrecking ball, like, I came in like a wrecking ball, and smack the guy straight through the wall, if he could. Although Miles is very tough, he could survive against Deku could survive against his Venom shot. Because one time one of his classmates actually used it on about 20 villains. All of his power. And that was in the very beginning of his show.
Mm-hmm.
And then, one time, somehow, if he produces enough electricity, he becomes dumb. Dim-witted. He can't think he can't think straight. He can't even say a single word like "ay" like that, like "ow" like that. He just says like he just laughs like a little toddler-ish. So yeah, that's why I think Deku would win.
So basically, you're arguing.
He's also survived against electricity.
So is it done?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a minute.
Oh, okay.
Left. Okay.
So that's why I think Deku would win.
Sending it back to here because we got a little bit far because Kiko was still...
I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Whoops.
You clicked on...
Alright, let's keep doing this.
You clicked on...
Come on, let's do it. What in the world is that?
Peter, basically, if I remember correctly, he...
yeeted a man through the building.
Yes. Yes, he literally yeeted him. Okay, and
Izuku Midoriya. And he can even do this.
Are you done?
And you've seen him fight. He's been getting trained by this man, All Might. And yes, and he is the #1 hero in the entire world. The entire world respects him for who he is. Even if his true identity was showed off, he still would... The world would still
Sorry.
Still respect him.
Your time is up. Now it's my turn. Alright, here's my argument for Miles. So, why I think Miles would basically take the victory? Well, the reason why I would think Miles would take the victory would be because, again, he basically... I can't. Well, hold on, let's take a little time. Sorry about this, but now let's continue. Okay, the reason why I still think Deku would win would be because...
First of all, pause it. Well, guess what, Joe?
What?
Now. Oh, and by the way, guess this isn't from Self Versus, alright? But...
Okay.
Just guess what?
What? What?
Suck my dick, Doc. Son of a bitch!
Okay, alright, so, back on top of what I'm going to say.
That's basically me and Joe whenever one of us brings up this debate again.
I'm like, you...
Suck my dick, Doc.
Yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, the reason why Miles basically would win in durability, because he literally, Powers! There we go, Powers! In Powers, he can basically Venom Shock Deku beforehand, because that Venom Shock can take out take out actual Venom, the symbiote, not the Venom Shock, and Peter Parker, the 616 Spider-Man. And he also has invisibility, so what he's going to do is, if Deku tries to hit him, he's going to turn invisible, and he's not going to be able to see him to see where he is.
Deku has a counter for that, you know that, right?
Well, you don't blame it. Hey, you can't.
What? Nobody cares.
So what?
He could use the debris.
It's my argument. Wait until we get to wait until you get into my.
Yeah.
Did you just hit me?
No.
Yeah. Did you just hit me?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Okay. Alright. Then we're almost done with my argument. Okay, gosh, okay. So the reason why Miles shouldn't... Yes, I know it is. And that's why I think Miles would basically take the victory. It's because Miles, in fact, is still stronger than Deku. It still has the better powers than Deku. So what? So what, Miles isn't basically gonna get this Miles would literally just get beaten by, No. Okay, as I was saying, Miles would literally beat Deku. Deku's gonna get beaten by Miles. By my hand. In my head, I can already think of many ways Deku can... Not Deku, I think Miles could beat Deku. Literally, with his invisibility and his better webbings, because his webbings are literally stronger. Just like any Peters, they can match up because basically he can just catch
I have a
buildings.
counter for that.
Well, you can't use your counter right there because you want to know.
I like the Uno reverse card.
Oh no, you don't! I activate Uno reverse card.
No.
And then you activate my trap. Oh gosh! Then I activate my other card.
This
Uno.
man is adorable. Oh my god! What is this?
Okay, you won't like it. Guys, we're almost done. We're almost there. Oh gosh. Okay, and after that, I think because Miles and, basically because
What is this?
I keep picking this up. Okay, now anyway.
Izuku's super adorable as a child.
Okay, now back on topic. Miles' speed will literally beat Deku. Well, Powers will literally beat Deku because he's got the superior powers. Because Deku's literally just gonna hurt himself every time he uses his powers. Unlike Deku, Miles is not even gonna basically hurt himself while he uses his powers. Oh, that's done. So I'm gonna say Miles takes powers.
This last one is cuteness. Deku wins this one.
Now, okay.
I am here.
Okay, let's go on to intelligence. Okay. Okay, let's go on to...
Oh my god, I think I found something more adorable.
Okay, now let's...
Super.
Okay, now let's get on to the final category.
Sweetness mattered.
His sweetness. Kiko, what is baby Deku's cuteness in his childhood level? Sorry about this, but we got interrupted. Kiko, what is Deku's cuteness level when he's a child?
It's over 9,000!
If you guys know that, you're original Dragon Ball fans.
Just using a joke. Okay, so let's move on to the final two of them. You can say, okay, we're gonna go through the final two categories, which are...
Friendship.
What the? Friendship's not even a part versus debating.
Friendship.
Friendship's not a category.
It determines how many friends you make.
So what? Aw, he wins that.
What, cuteness?
And friendship. Alright guys, sorry about it, but it's gonna be our final argument. So Keeks, you got like 3 minutes to do this. Ready? Go.
Wait, what? Which one is it?
Okay, then next up, we have 2 more. First up is intelligence.
Deku probably takes that one because he's studied multiple people. Like Hero Killer Stain. When he was fighting him. While he was paralyzed, one of his friends were fighting against him. And that let him plan out a strategy to defeat him. Even with Todoroki there, it was a little bit of a challenge. So he couldn't fully think of a strategy. Todoroki used his ice to make a wall. And then if he got too close, he used his fire side just to push him back. Until Deku got his back. Was not paralyzed anymore. So that's one of his strategies that he's done once. And that's all.
Basically. Okay, then.
He basically makes multiple strategies and sees which one works better for the scenario.
Okay, then. You're done?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, he's so adorable. Okay, fine. I agree with your argument that Deku is way smarter than Miles.
He also is more adorable.
Okay, let's go into the final argument.
He also has...
Okay, and that's... Alright.
Joe.
Okay, we're almost done. Alright.
I thought Miles would have a harder time fighting against Deku.
Okay, now let's... Okay, now...
Although, Deku might and will have a hard time.
So, basically, here's how I'm gonna think of it, guys. So, basically, in my opinion, now let's end this video real quickly, and let's end this right now. So, I was going to include hacks, but he doesn't know what hacks are.
What?
I'll try to find out what I'll teach you. I'll leave you a link to Just a Robot's video called What Are Hacks? Links in the description. Okay, so let's get on to our final reason. Alright, we got 1 minute because we're basically going to name our final claim. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so here's why I think Miles would win. He's a lot stronger than Deku. Even though Deku's stronger, Miles is more durable than Deku. He's got better powers. He's got the better speed. And he basically can think of many ways to basically overwhelm Deku so that Deku's gonna drop his guard down and have Miles go in for the blow.
Funny. You're funny, Joe.
What? You think this is funny?
You've only been making me use 10% of my power.
Okay then, you wanna go? Alright.
Well, Deku could...
Wait, we're almost done. We're almost done with my 1 minute. Okay, and anyways, that's all I have to say. Miles is more durable. He's a lot faster.
And something all the time.
Sorry about it. I don't have any water. First, let me drink some water real quickly. Oh, think it. Keep give me some water. Okay, thank you. Oh.
Not so close to there.
Okay. Alright, Keeks. Alright, Keeks, let's do this. Alright, you gave your 1 minute on Miles, on Deku. Now you'll go. Go.
Well, Deku takes speed, strength, and Deku also takes intelligence. Because Deku he always takes notes of people. Whenever he's on walks on the heroes, he even takes hero notes to see on what he needs to improve with. And even if he has to fight, he'll still take notes on him. Like that one time when Deku was fighting against multiple heroes. They put Deku and two other people. One of them was named Mineta, and one was her hero name. One of them had a hero named Frappy. She had the power of a frog, and those heroes did not know what their quirks were. So Deku took advantage of them. So,
Oh, that's his argument is that Deku's stronger.
and smarter, and cuter, as in a toddler. He's the cutest toddler in anime.
Okay, so now we're done. Oh gosh, this video's getting too long.
It
So
is
let
like
me.
40 minutes.
Alright, so let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the videos with others. And maybe
Who do
we'll
you think
have.
would win?
Who do you think would?
Miles Morales or Izuku Midoriya, also known as Deku.
So that's all I have to say. Also, one thing: do you guys want us to have like a rematch? If you guys okay, who do you think won this debate?
Comment down below, and if you want us to have another debate, it's called Link versus Trunks.
But we'll wait until Breath of the Wild 2 comes out.
Yep.
And then we'll wait for Dragon Ball Super to come back.
Yeah.
So we can do Goku Vegeta versus Naruto and Sasuke. And that's all we have to say right now. So if you guys want a rematch, maybe we'll do both of their mentors.
Like Peter Parker versus
All Might.
All Might, the #1 hero.
And Friday we're gonna react to Team 4-Star Plan to Eradicate Christmas. Time to do that. Okay, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with others. Joe saying Shiba. See you guys next time. Later.